Starting narrator. Tooltip, Fulham vs Chelsea. Tooltip, Chelsea vs Fulham live stream. Tooltip, Chelsea vs Fulham live stream Premier League 2019, YouTube. Exiting narrator.
Hoffenheim. It is a home debut. Kevin McDonald, recalled at St Mary's, is starting a league game here for the first time since his red card against Bournemouth in October. The only change from Wednesday night sees Anguissa drop out, Ryan Sessegnon return to the team. Alexandra Mitrovic is the club's leading scorer this term. His last two came in the last win over Brighton. There's no room in the 18 for recent signing Lazar Markovic. Floyd Aite and Luciano Vieta are kept in reserve. A week after he was peppered at Wembley, Maurizio Sarri has emerged stronger, and having made his point to the errant goalkeeper by leaving him out in midweek, he restores him today. That's one of 5 changes from the win over Spurs, with Andreas Christensen in for David Luiz and Emerson chosen ahead of Marcus Alonso. Ross Barkley and Mateo Kovacic have been interchangeable. It's Barkley who gets the nod today. Another big week looms in Europe with Dinamo Kiev on Thursday. Pedro's rested today despite his midweek goal, so Willian comes in. Pedro, Luiz and Kovacic join Caballero on a bench that once again includes Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Callum Hudson-Odoi. If anything did prove the perils of modern management, it was the meltdown that Kepa Arrizabalaga had at Wembley last week, but all is forgiven, if not forgotten now, as he looks to get his career back on track at Craven Cottage as Fulham take on Chelsea live next.
Join Bet365 and discover the power of the world's favourite online betting company. Instant match updates, in-depth analysis, live streaming. The Bet365 app is so advanced, it will blow your mind.
Preserve their Premier League status just a season after they got up via a playoff final at Wembley. They've started to look back to the basis of that team to keep them here now, having probably, Andy Hinchcliffe, dismantled it a bit too quickly.
Well, that's what really surprised me. I watched them a lot in the Championship, one of the best, most stylish teams I've seen in the Championship, getting promoted, spending over £100 million and then simply going backwards and being a pale shadow of what we saw in the Championship. It really surprised me. It was Scott Parker taking over. The Fulham fans want a bit of pride, they want a bit of passion, and they want a glimpse of maybe what the future could hold for them.
But the reality is that Fulham need 4 wins just to get out of the bottom 3, and they've only had 4 wins in the Premier League all season. Here's Eden Hazard. Big incentive for Chelsea too, because if they were to use up their matches in hand on Arsenal and Manchester United above them, they would go into the top 4, which is the prime objective now for Maurizio Sarri, to get a Champions League place next season, either via their final placing in the Premier League or by winning the Europa League.
Yeah, the next 7 games for Chelsea are decisive. Those 2 games against Dynamo Kiev, 5 winnable Premier League games as well, and they did play really well actually in the Carabao Cup final. That's been overshadowed by what happened with Kepa, and a really good performance against Tottenham. They look to keep that going here, even though they've made 5 changes for the game today.
They haven't conceded in their last 3 matches, Chelsea. Here's a Willian. Looking to switch play out to Eden Hazard, who started in a central role at Wembley, but Higuain is in that position today. Now Ross Barkley. This is N'Golo Kanté. Willian has Azpilicueta moving up here on the outside of him. That's cleared by Tim Ream for a Fulham team who will need to be more solid at the back than they have been this season. They've got the worst defensive record in the top flight. Andreas Christensen, the surprise selection at the back, and here's Emerson, who's making only his 2nd Premier League start.
Already you're seeing Eden Hazard go walkabout, times getting close to Gonzalo Higuain. That means that Emerson from left back can push forward and offer a whip down the left.
The ball from Rudiger picks out Eden Hazard. Left behind for Barkley, who uses Emerson. Fulham taking charge to clear up towards Mitrovic, but Christensen intervened.
Emerson there against the Azpilicueta, right back push on as well, so it's vital that Babel and Sessin on the two wide midfielders from Fulham track them all the way back.
Described by Joe Bryan, who was one of their recruits last summer from Bristol City in a heavy programme of summer spending.
That's what William was so clever at. He just draws defenders in and just knocks the ball away from him. Bryan was flying and thinking the ball is there to be won, and rather than getting the ball, he gets the man.
Willian over the free kick. Towards Barkley, but couldn't quite reach it. It's Conte who strikes. And it comes back again to N'Golo Conte. Higuain! Perfectly weighted cross, but he couldn't deliver with the finish.
He's got a positive start from Chelsea. I just wonder, there's Christensen in behind Higuain here. The hand of apology goes up from the centre forward. Maybe he should be ducking underneath. That would be maybe an easier chance for Christensen than Higuain. So his apology, it's a decent ball in. I don't understand why the centre forward is taking the header on there. He says to Christensen, you know, either talk to me, let me know you're there and I can leave it. As many Chelsea players have struggled under the new style of play with Sarri, but Higuain is not one of them. He really revels in playing the Sarri way.
He spent the first half of this season on loan at Milan. There's Jorginho. Really looks to operate.
I feel like the balance in Scott Parker's first lineup here for Fulham with Tom Kearney in behind Mitrovic. That is arguably his best position. Session and Babel. Providing that's the width down the flanks, bit of pace as well. Decent services needed from Mitrovic. From those two.
Well, trying to drive them into a decent position, but Elizabeth are happy to collapse on that. A certain amount of jeering for the returning Chelsea goalkeeper. Some scars still to be healed, no doubt. Are you surprised he's brought him back this quickly?
Not at all. Sarri's talked about drawing a line under the incident. The player knew he was wrong. He's been fined, he's been dropped. But he is Sarri's #1 goalkeeper. That's what the Chelsea coach has said. So you don't want to kind of infect the rest of the season. He's put his best keeper out there, and it makes sense to me.
Here's Callum Chambers. Now Ryan Babel. Ball for Kenny! Good block. And Prime with a follow-up effort, which is wide.
Azpilicueta does fabulously well here. And this is what I talk about Tom Kearney. It's arguably his best position, arriving late on the scene. Babel, decent-ish ball into the box, but when it breaks for Kearney, Azpilicueta does really well, just launches himself into the line of fire. And that's what Fulham have to do, get the ball wide, get crosses in, put Chelsea under pressure.
Well, he hasn't scored since the goal against Aston Villa at Wembley that got Fulham into the Premier League, Tom Kearney. And the role that Claudio Ranieri tried him in, a wider role, was one of the areas of debate of Ranieri's tenure here, because he's clearly a very popular player, understandably so, after the exploits of last season. Barkley. Hazard. And a long way round before finding Gonzalo Higuain. Second throws going straight to N'Golo Conte. Hazard finds Gonzalo Higuain. Trying to hold him up. Conte. Jorginho.
Well, Higuain should have done a lot better with that opportunity. Actually started with him. Chelsea bypassed the Fulham press. They're sweeping up the pitch. Just didn't seem to make his mind up early enough about exactly what he wanted to do. Hazard picked him out. It's unusual for an experienced centre-forward. That first touch wasn't good enough.
Well, his introduction to life with Chelsea, Higuain, pretty much sums up how erratic they've been of late, winning both at home, losing both away. They're certainly tired of losing their last 3 away, Chelsea. Here's Dennis Adoy.
Well, the idea is right. If Chelsea do dominate the ball and their fullbacks push on the counter, can they get Babel and Sessegnon running into those spaces that the Chelsea fullbacks have left?
It's a great opportunity this for Scott Parker to manage at Premier League level for how long, who knows. But today against the team that he served for a year and a half, although he never truly felt a part of it because he was left out of the team for a lot of their title-winning season under Jose Mourinho back in 2005, made only 4 appearances and was injured for the League Cup final success, of which he played a part in the earlier rounds.
Didn't Chelsea actually make him a replica league winners medal? Is that right?
Yeah, because he'd only played 4 games and didn't qualify for an actual one. Here's Adoy. Here's Emerson. Chambers, who has been one of the success stories of what has otherwise been a dispiriting campaign for Fulham.
With all the players that have come in, I mean, Mitrovic and Chambers have been the 2 success stories. Everybody else has fallen well short.
Mitrovic is the man who's won the free kick there. He's actually scored in all 4 wins that they've managed in the league, but all have been against teams around them.
That's a massive contribution to Fulham. Those goals, you can see how important they are, but again, players around him haven't done enough to support him. He's going to do so much. If you're conceding as many goals as Fulham have, and even today he's going to have to score 2 to give Fulham any chance of giving a point.
It's McDonald. And he thought about leading it to Mitrovic, but in the end takes it on himself. Chambers. Embarrassed if this leads to anything for Chelsea. Sanzardi's played it through here towards Gonzalo Higuain, and the go behind, and so too I suspect is Graham Scott.
Yeah, if you're Tim Ream, that's the forward ball you want played towards Higuain. Decent touch from Graham Scott, but Higuain doesn't have that blistering pace to run away from centre-halves. Is that also 100% pass completion from the referee for the game as well?
Here's Christensen. Now Rudiger. Chambers. This is Sessegnon. Mitrovic making the run, Babel to come in from the other side. And it's cleared by Christensen.
I just wonder if Mitrovic had left that, could have run into the path of Ryan Babel.
Here's McDonald. Chambers. Sessegnon, skipped away from Jorginho. It's cleared by Andreas Christensen.
Winning season, that midfielder. Stephanie Hansen has gone out on loan to West Brom. Donald and Kearney are absolutely key in their success.
Here's Conte, driven into Gonzalo Higuain. Knocked on Northart and cleared by Chambers. Put out by Kearney. Still picking up his match sharpness since his arrival at Chelsea, Gonzalo Higuain.
He's had a few opportunities in the Fulham penalty.
Balls is difficult. Change of shirt here for Kevin McDonald. The original one was ripped. It was the hold up that the referee was explaining to Higuain. Beaten by the fans. Rudiger putting it up on this very unpredictable day in terms of conditions.
Apparently playing the wind when the ball is on the floor.
Here's Reed. Brian. Chambers. He was under pressure from Conte when he received that. He's done well to hold on to it. Here's Double. Babel. Kenny. Kenny finds McDonald. Ryan. McDonald into Ryan Babel. And Ariza Malaga's lost it. And Babel had presumably turned his back on it and wasn't aware of just how good an opportunity that was.
Well, Babel just presumes it's an easy catch for Kepa and just goes to sleep, and if he'd been on his toes it was a tap-in.
on by Higuain, on by Hazard rather, to Azpilicueta. Higuain waiting in the middle. Here's Jorginho. Conte, Willian. Here's Conte, Jorginho. Hazard, Willian. Hazard. Barkley lining one up. Little keep it down.
Well, if you forget the price tag, there's been question marks over just how good a goalkeeper Kepa is now. This should be catching practice, as straightforward as it comes. He's under no real pressure. You know, just catch this ball and just makes a complete mess of it. Ryan Babel actually ducks his head. He's kind of protecting himself, worrying about some contact from the goalkeeper. He just doesn't anticipate the keeper might make a mess of it. As I say, if he's on his toes, he nudges that home.
Well, unfortunately for the goalkeeper, his reaction's quicker than Ryan Babel's, because that would have led to some very awkward questions for him. Here's Christensen. Now Conte. Well by Ryan Sessegnon. Rudiger. Willian. Azpilicueta drives it in. Higuain! Perfectly executed. Gonzalo Higuain with his third goal already since his arrival at Chelsea, and that doesn't get the Scott Parker era of Fulham off to the best of starts.
Well, I mentioned it earlier in the game, is the willingness of the Chelsea fullbacks to push on. Now, Ryan Sessegnon has trapped in field with Conte. The free kick was given away. Sessegnon doesn't get back into position. Kearney can't get across. It's 2 against 1 in the wide area. Joe Bryan can't do anything about it here. So Kearney's trying to help out. Doesn't ever get there. So it's easy for Azpilicueta to pick up all out. But it's great movement from Higuain. That's what you get with experienced strikers. Get across defenders, get to the ball first. And he uses the pace on the ball to turn it home. It's a brilliant finish.
Well, he's filling a shirt that has sometimes proved troublesome. There are many Chelsea strikers down the years who haven't quite lived up to their reputation. Well, that's a recent one who struggled, benefited frequently from Cesar Azpilicueta assists. And it's a new combination now, Azpilicueta to Higuain, that's led to that goal. So what does he do now? Rudiger. Christensen. Conte to Willian. Pulled back clearly by Callum Chambers. It's not only a free kick, I think there's going to be further action as well. There is a yellow card.
There's frustration really from going behind. It's very tricky with the quality of direct runners that Chelsea have. Players like Hazard and Willian committing you to make challenges. If you get the wrong ever so slightly, you get booked. You're walking a tightrope, and Chambers and McDonald are in the side to break up Chelsea's attacking play. Hard to do that when you're on a yellow now.
Here's Christensen. Now Emerson. Barkley. Conte. Steered out wide by Willian. Azpilicueta. Cleared for now by Ream. Bryan. Rudiger.
too easy again. Pass by to step forward from right back round. Sessegnon was in a decent defensive position to start with, and then just simply didn't track his man or pass him on to Joe Bryan.
Here's Barkley. Now Rudiger. Hazard. This foul, but hopefully which doesn't work anyway for Fulham. Can't reach Mitrovic.
The same, he's blocked off, he's looking for the give and go, and Callum Chambers just stood in his way.
Higuain. Donald. Higuain. Barkley. Emerson. Barkley's touch into the path of Willian. Emerson. Willian looking for that to tumble over the leg of Kearney.
Well, Chelsea 1-0 up, enjoying themselves. Fulham dig in now and stay in the game.
Here's a Doy. Now Babel. Barkley to Rudiger.